Okay. So we'd like to welcome all the devotees. Let's stand quick short prayers before we get into the session. Om Ajnana-Timirandhasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna-Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay. So before we get into the sessions, I would like to open for the questions and answers. Anybody has any questions? We could not take your questions in the last lecture, last session. Yes, Anjani Kumar Prabhu.
Prabhu, if a devotee aspires for some Guru Maharaj for initiation, and if the Guru Maharaj leaves the body, unfortunately, then what happens?
Okay, so somebody is aspiring, and before he could take initiation, the spiritual master left.
Correct.
Yeah. So in that case, see, the connection is such that the spiritual master whom you are aspiring for, it is not that we have a connection with the spiritual master directly. It is Krishna who arranges the spiritual master in our life. So it is the sequences that when the disciple is sincere to make progress, then Krishna takes interest in us and Krishna arranges a spiritual master. And then the spiritual master takes us to Krishna. We see in the examples of Dhruva Maharaj. When Dhruva Maharaj was serious, Krishna arranged Narad Muni and Narad Muni took him to Krishna. So when spiritual master leaves the planet, then there is a facility where a disciple can take inspiration slowly and take another spiritual master.
Oh.
And that spiritual master, being in the bona fide parampara, has also the ability to take us back to the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, we might be very inspired with the previous spiritual master whom we were very heart-to-heart connected to. And that connection can always remain. But now, instead of Diksha, that can remain as Shiksha.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Wonderful question. Anyone else has any question? Okay, no questions. I hope everything is clear. That's why there are no questions. Okay, let us get into the subject matter. Before I share the screen, I would like to share something very interesting. The importance of spiritual life importance of spiritual master in our life. So both Diksha and Shiksha Guru, they help us remove the burden of past conditionings. Number one. And at the same time, they grant us taste, vision of the pure spiritual culture.
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, the first thing I said was they help us remove the burden of past conditionings. And secondly, they grant us the taste and vision of pure spiritual culture. So at the time of initiation, one receives the name Das or Devi Dasi. I remember a humorous incident once upon a time when Srila Prabhupada offered initiation to one of the disciples. He gave him the name, from today, your name will be Shruta Kirti Das. And he was like looking at each other. What is the meaning of this name? Shruta Kirti Das. And Srila Prabhupada explained, the meaning of the name Shruta Kirti Das is one whose fame is spread all over the creation. So everyone's like, ooh, 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 as they say, because they were like impressed. Wow, what a sweet name. And Prabhupada mentioned, and you are Shuddha Kirti Das. You are the servant of that Lord. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada, when he made that statement, he was indirectly saying that becoming Das is the mission of our life. Servant. Das or Devi Dasi. That is the mission of our life. At the time of initiation, we get that mission. And at the time of initiation, when we pour, as I said in the yajna, the banana fruit as well as the seeds, we are burning off the karma phala and the karma bija. Now, the Shastras explain that as soon as we start chanting, we have begun the process of burning. But at the time of initiation, the process is formalized. So at the time of initiation, as I said, in the answer to the question of Anjani Kumar Prabhu, the Guru requests Krishna to accept this particular disciple. I remember, I think this shloka comes in, surely it will come as we go ahead, but the shloka says that Diksha Kale Guru Kare, Diksha Kale Shishya Kare Atma Samarpan, Sei Kale Guru Hare Atma Samarpan. The disciple, basically, I'll translate it in English, that the disciple submits himself to the spiritual master, and the spiritual master accepts the responsibility. And when the spiritual master accepts the responsibility, eventually the spiritual master requests Krishna that, my dear Lord, please accept this disciple of mine in your service. And then Krishna looks at us and he says, oh, this rascal, I know him. How many lifetimes he has been going away from me. I've been telling him, somehow come, come, come. But he was always rejecting me. He was going against me. Kya isne kaand nahi kiye? Do you know, at one point of time, he also had become atheist. Like this, Krishna will tell the Guru. And then Guru, he will request, no, my dear Lord, you see, I have given him initiation and he has been practicing since then the 4 regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds. Whatever I have been telling, he has been, perfectly obeying. My dear Lord, for my sake, please accept him. So Krishna, though he is reluctant, because the Guru is requesting or recommending, as they say, if you want to do a PhD, you need a reco. The Guru gives a reco letter, and the letter is accepted because Guru is the most beloved of Krishna. That's why when we chant the Pranati mantra to the spiritual master, we say Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale. Krishna Prishthaya means one who is very dear to Krishna. There on the Bhutala, on this planet, is very, very dear to Krishna. And Krishna can have many dear devotees. So many gurus can be there who represent him. So at the time of initiation or Diksha, a person who is taking initiation becomes a clean slate. He becomes a clean slate so that the Guru can write, the Vedic instructions and make him follow that spiritual life on that clean slate. Now, at the time of initiation, we have heard that Guru accepts the karma of the disciple. Now, Guru is not forced to accept our karma, but he just does so out of his compassion so that we can practice Krishna consciousness peacefully. That is his kindness of us. Because with the kind of karma and karmic activities that we have done lifetimes after lifetimes, I don't think so. It is possible to peacefully practice spiritual life. But then Guru kindly comes in our life, accepts the karmic reactions himself, suffers for it. And Krishna, of course, discounts it so that, his disciple, his dear devotee can also live a peaceful life. But the Guru takes that responsibility. And for what? For our sake. so that we can live our spiritual life nicely. How much grateful we should be to the spiritual master, to our Diksha Gurus. Even our parents cannot do that. Even our parents cannot remove the burden of karma in our life. They have to just keep watching. That is what Guru does. And that's why Guru is very important in the spiritual life. So let us move ahead about the role of Guru, the kindness of Guru in our life. To the section, I'll just share my screens so that all of you can see the PPT. On. Tapas Prabhu, can you take care of these mics whenever somebody, I'm like mistakenly they just joined and the mic remains on. You have the co-host, right? So, let's get into the subject of where we left. Yeah. Yes, the Guru Parampara system. शिक्षा गुरु वृंद कृपा कोरिया अपार साधके शिखाई साधनेर अंगसार. Is from the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Kalyana Kalpataru. The translation of this shloka is: I consider the numerous instructing spiritual masters or Shiksha Gurus to be very important, for they show unlimited more mercy by training the neophyte devotees in all the essential aspects of practical devotional service. Now, this is something very important because Guru has very less time. He has so many disciples to take care of. And that's why the Shiksha Guru is very, very kind to all of us. That is the mercy of the parampara system for all of us. So this topic that we are discussing is the Guru Parampara system. Now, what is the Guru Parampara system? Is what we hear in Bhagavad Gita 4.2 Bhagavad Gita. It says, Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nashtah Parantapa. Krishna tells Arjuna that this knowledge that I had given to Surya Dev, Imam Vibhasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manurikshwa Kave Bravit. I gave this knowledge to Sun God and he gave it to his son Ikshwaku and he gave it to Manu. And that's how the knowledge was coming in descending order. Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Vidu. Now the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, oh, somebody is using the annotations. Yeah. So the knowledge that was coming from Krishna came in Guru Shishya Parampara. Not in the Guru Shishya Parampara, but here the Raja Rishis, through Raja Rishis, the knowledge was coming down in the disciplic succession. And the same knowledge is available to us basically through the Parampara system. So there is a beautiful song to explain the Parampara system that we are in. I'm sure all of you know there are 4 sampradayas, the 4 official universities where bona fide spiritual knowledge is offered. Which are these 4 sampradayas? Anybody would like to volunteer to tell the names?
Brahma, Kumar, Rudra, Shri.
Brahma Sampradaya. Second is Rudra Sampradaya. Third is Kumara. And fourth is Shri. Okay. Anybody would like to, someone else now, would like to tell us, the 4 prominent, okay, Brahma, Kumar, Rudra and Shri. So somebody would like to tell the personality who is leading this Sampradaya? Vaibhavi Mataji, would like to switch on your camera and answer, or maybe whatever?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, sorry. Actually, I'm traveling to Pune for Rath Yatra. I'm extremely sorry. But Brahma Sampradaya is led by the Brahmaji and Shri Sampradaya is led by Lakshmiji and Kumara Sampradaya is led by 4 Kumaras, who are also known as the son of Brahmas. And another Sampradaya is led by Lord Shivaji.
That is Rudra Sampradaya. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, another important question. Let us see how many of you can answer this. Who are the prominent acharyas in these 4 Sampradayas? Oh, yes, Tapasvi, please go ahead.
Rusi Sampradaya is Ramanacharya, Brahma
Yes.
Sampradaya is Madhavacharya,
Madhvacharya. Yes.
and Rudra Sampradaya is Vishnu Swami,
Very nice. Rudra Sampradaya Vishnu Swami. Last
and
one.
Kumara Sampradaya is Nivak Swami.
Nimbarga Acharya. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice answers. Okay. So we belong to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Now we are called as Gaudiya Sampradaya because we have Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who gave us the path by which we can get one of the topmost liberation in the spiritual world, the topmost position in the spiritual world, in the Goloka Vrindavan, in the service of the Lordships. Okay, so that's where the ISKCON Parampara comes into picture, and here is the beautiful picture. On the right side, you can see the picture descending from Shri Radha and Krishna. That comes to Lord Brahma, Narada, and here is the sequence given on the left side. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after Madhavendra Puri, the message came to Sri Ishwara Puri, and from Ishwara Puri to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Swarup, Sanatan, these are basically the 6 Goswamis, who are the direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya. Raghunath, Jiva, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev Vidya Bhushan. You will see this in the Bhagavad Gita, last page of the introduction. The sequence is given. Then, after this, Baladev Vidya Bhushan, there is Jagannath Das Babaji. I think there is one between is Vamshidas Babaji, then Jagannath Das Babaji, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and then Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami. So this is the ISKCON's Guru Parampara system. And the ISKCON's Guru Parampara system is very, very powerful, to deliver all of us. All the sampradayas are very powerful, but, we have something special with us. So this supreme science, Krishna says, was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession. Now, question to all of you. After studying the Parampara system, Srila Prabhupada, why do we have to accept a living Diksha Guru? You could please raise your hands to answer. Why do we have to accept a living Diksha Guru? I'll clarify my question if you wish to. Because there are so many gurus, and there are Shiksha Gurus. We know of the famous story of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted to take sannyas, at that time, on the planet, he did not find anyone qualified to offer him sannyas. And that's why Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he went to his private room in front of the photograph of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his father, who is a pure devotee, and Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, from whom he accepted his first initiation, the main initiation. And in front of them, he offered obeisances, accepted the saffron robes and the Tridatta, and accepted sannyas. Now, somebody can say, I have Srila Prabhupada. I can accept the initiation directly from Srila Prabhupada. Why do we need to accept a living Diksha Guru? That's the question. Yes, beginning from Prasanna Gopal and then Sai Mataji.
We need a
Okay,
personal access. Okay, sorry.
beginning from Prasanna Gopal and then Sai Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so Guruji, Giriraj Swami Maharaj has come to Pune, and once he was telling about this principle, Vapu and Vani. So Vani is important, no doubt, but Vapu is also equally important, because in the Vapu association, direct association, spiritual master can correct his disciple. Actually, he
Very
was
nice.
telling,
So we
the Guru catches the ear whenever the disciple.
Very nice. Corrects the disciple, right? Corrects the disciple. That's why there is a beautiful shloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto where it says, Nirdeha madhyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam guru karanadharam. Karanadhar means captain. And Karnadhar also means Karna ko pakadne wale, Karna ko dharne wale. So that's one of the explanations of Guru Karnadhara. Any more answers? Thank you. Kaili Mataji?
Mine was the same. We need the association because we are not elevated like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that we can take initiation in front of him. We need someone to take the responsibility for the elevation in the devotion, or we can follow his daily practices and we follow in our daily routine also by watching him, or to cross the hurdles in the devotion. It may be
very nice. Very nice answer. That we can. First of all, we are not so elevated like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur did not take first initiation in that fashion. He was already practicing from childhood, and we know he was a Mahapurusha. 32 symbols of a Mahapurusha were visible in him at the time of birth itself. He is a very, very elevated personality. At the same time, he did not accept the first initiation. He accepted sannyas, right? Where everything was done, already liberated. Now, just for the sake of prachar, he accepted sannyas. Yes, thank you. Any more answers? Somebody had raised hand. We'd like to give others also a chance. We'll come back to you, Prasanna Gopal. Any more answers? What is the need of living Diksha Guru? Yes, Shivana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So I feel a very intense need of initiation from a living Guru, because I feel ki each day the things are changed, the environment is changed, the knowledge will become like something need to be understand. So someone should be there who can guide us, whom we can commit, and someone who can frame like a system or the things for our elevation in the devotion path, and someone who
that can be done even by the Shiksha Guru. Why do you need a Diksha Guru for that? Somebody who can guide you, somebody who can help you, somebody who can correct you. That can be done by Shiksha Guru also. Why do you need a Diksha Guru for that?
Because we are not eligible much to take initiation directly from Srila Prabhupada.
No, nothing like that. What is the need of eligibility? I can take from anybody. Anyway, we are unqualified. Do you think we are qualified to take initiation from the living Diksha Guru also? What? We are not even qualified to do that. That is his mercy that he is accepting us. We are not qualified. Any more answers? Yes, Manora Mataji.
Prabhuji, Diksha Guru shows by his example that how to practice a devotion. So by seeing him as an example, we can practice in our life our devotional service.
So do you think we cannot take that inspiration from Shiksha Guru? Like
yes,
in Pune, you live in Pune?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Do you go to NVCC temple? Do you see many senior devotees like Radhesham Prabhu and
Yes.
So are they not setting example for us? Sufficient example? Inspiration can be taken from anybody.
Yes.
So why do you need a Diksha Guru for that?
But you just said inspiration we can take from many, but we should follow a single one.
Yes. So that single person whom you follow can be Shiksha Guru. Whatever he says, you follow as it is. And you're doing that already, I guess, right? You have a counselor and you listen to him or her and obey. Yes. Gaurav Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Like we need Diksha Guru because unless we get connected, so Diksha Guru will give us connection to Parampara properly by initiating us.
Okay, very nice. So he becomes a living link between you and Krishna. He's a living link, right? This is what Srila Prabhupada uses in Bhagavad Gita in one of the purports. I don't remember the number now. But in one of the purports, if somebody has Vedavis, can also find out a living link. So he becomes like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any more answers? Okay, I had written some answers which I can share with all of you. First of all, as you all also shared, one is Guru Karnadhara. He catches the ear of the disciple when he is wrong. Secondly, there is a accountability by a disciple. A Shishya has some accountability, and that accountability is to the Guru, the Diksha Guru. And the Diksha Guru takes the responsibility of the disciple, which Shiksha Guru does not take. So that responsibility factor is something very important, most important, I will say. Right? At the same time, Vapu Seva is something which I think one of you shared answer. Vapu Seva is a service to the Guru's personal form. And the general tendency within all of us is that we want to jump. We want to jump up, just like a monkey, jump from this branch to that branch. We also have the monkey-like tendency to jump from, one whom we have. We think, no, the grass is always greener on the other side. That's what is our understanding. We think that, I want somebody better, so let me jump. So general tendency is to go to the higher authority. Wait. First, accept who is there with you, Baba. If he is not able to satisfy you, then you can go to Prabhupada. Then you can go to Rupa Goswami and you can claim that I am a disciple of Rupa Goswami also. But then who is there with us? If we are ready to submit ourselves, that is a very high level of surrender. Okay. So, that's why we need to accept a Diksha Guru. So, in the student's handbook, I'm reading from that, page number 14. The Guru does not accept respect from his disciple for his personal self, but conveys this respect to Krishna. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that knowledge of Krishna is received through the parampara, the disciplic succession. The Guru offers the same respects to his Guru, and his Guru offers respect to his, and so it goes all the way to Krishna. Thus, the mercy of Krishna comes down through the parampara system, and the respect offered to Krishna is offered up through the parampara system. That is the importance of parampara. One has to learn to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this way. This parampara system is very important. See, the next paragraph is very beautiful. I was telling about the current link. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.7, which I was looking for. I mistakenly said Bhagavad Gita. It is there in the Bhagavatam. See what Prabhupada says. The message of the Srimad Bhagavatam is coming down by disciplic succession. And in order to receive the real message of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should approach the current link or spiritual master in the chain of disciplic succession. Beautiful, right? We want a current link. And see, Prabhupada also says, you cannot jump over to the superior Guru. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, then we must understand in the same way as a person who directly heard from. This is called parampara system. Suppose I have heard something from my spiritual master, so I speak to you the same thing. This is parampara system. You cannot imagine what my spiritual master said. Or even if you read some books, you cannot understand unless you understand it from me. Something very powerful Srila Prabhupada said. You cannot jump over to the superior Guru neglecting the next Acharya, immediate next Acharya. So Prabhupada, one time, somebody, I think, there was some conversation going on, and in that conversation, Srila Prabhupada was sitting, and one of the disciples, he just, casually made a remark that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is my favorite author. And Srila Prabhupada looked up to him and said, favorite author? And he was like, dumbfounded. what is it that Srila Prabhupada wants to teach me? And Prabhupada said, second favorite, or second best. Your first best should be your spiritual master. And that's Srila Prabhupada for all of us. So that is a very powerful statement. Another beautiful paragraph in the book says, one must accept a Vaishnava Guru not simply by reading books. Right? One must accept a Vaishnava Guru. And then by questions and answers, one should gradually learn what pure devotional service to Krishna is. So the living Guru is the personality who answers our questions when we, have some inquiries. Just by reading the book, we will not understand. So personality gives us the knowledge. And that's why we need the Guru Shishya Parampara. Prabhupada is telling, see, beautiful statement in the room conversation at Detroit. Prabhupada said, these students who are initiated from me, all of them will act as I am doing. Just like I have got many God brothers, they are all acting. Similarly, all these disciples which I am making, initiating, they are being trained to become future spiritual masters. So Prabhupada in 1971 made this statement that my disciples will become in future spiritual masters. Very powerful, which we should not neglect. Then see Prabhupada what he says. Another statement in a letter to Tushta Krishna. I want to see my disciples become bona fide spiritual master and spread Krishna consciousness very widely. So Prabhupada wanted his disciples also to take disciples. That will make me and Krishna very happy. Keep trained up very rigidly, and then you are bona fide Guru. And you can accept disciples on the same principle. Something very important. Why? It's because sometimes devotees may think that, oh, Srila Prabhupada was the last Guru. But Srila Prabhupada did never say that. Prabhupada is saying here that I want my disciples to become bona fide spiritual masters, and he's telling that will make me and Krishna also very happy. Very important point to understand from this is Srila Prabhupada did not want the Guru Parampara to stop after him. He wants that the Guru Parampara should go on. Just like it has come till me, it should go on after me also. Not that I am the last, Messiah, as they say, in different religions, that he is the last Messiah. Unke baad koi nahi bol sakta. In Abrahamic religions, they say that. So, Srila Prabhupada did not want that. Prabhupada wanted the Parampara system to go on. I wish that in my absence, all my disciples become the bona fide spiritual master. You see, Prabhupada is speaking this in a letter to Madhusudan in Navadvip. We wrote that letter. See, another lecture, Prabhupada is telling. This is called Parampara system. You have to learn how to become servant of the servant of Krishna. The more you become in the lower position, servant, 100 times servant, then more you are advanced. Wow, what a beautiful statement. So, in the spiritual mathematics, the more down you are as a servant, that much more closer you are to Krishna. And we see this. Even in the spiritual world, Srimati Radharani, she will also take such a humble position. in the spiritual world. So there are different levels of pramanas when we read Srila Prabhupada books. His Holiness Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj had given one time this pramanas. The pramanas are basically having different level of authorities. The highest authority is given to the books written by Srila Prabhupada. In the books, whatever Srila Prabhupada has written, that is the highest authority. Second authority is what Srila Prabhupada spoke in a lecture. Now, lecture may be given to a certain level, certain class of devotees or things like that. But because Srila Prabhupada always spoke on the pure subject matter, he did not discuss any management or anything like that, or any particular devotee's case in the lectures. The lectures can also be considered as the best authority, but that is second best. Third authority is Srila Prabhupada's letters. Now, in the letters, Srila Prabhupada would write instructions, and Prabhupada knew that whenever I send a letter to any disciple, the entire temple gets to read it. As soon as the letter would come from Srila Prabhupada, there would be an announcement. A letter from Srila Prabhupada has come. Everyone would gather. And then the leader will read the letter. This letter is written to by Srila Prabhupada to this particular devotee. And he's feeling, oh, I should have read it first. Puri dunya ko suna diya. Mere alawa. So Prabhupada would write the letters and everyone would read. Everyone would accept that this is instruction for me also. So that's the third authority. And the fourth authority, authorization in the sequence is the room conversations. And the room conversation, whatever Srila Prabhupada would speak, that would be considered as the that is the next authority. Because room conversation also, there would be different devotees. So Prabhupada would sometimes quote examples which are contemporary, or he would sometimes chastise somebody, in the room conversation. So there was a certain level of authority in that, but it's more relevant to the current situation. So that has to be considered in that situation, time, place, circumstances. So that's why when we were reading through all these pramanas that we take from Srila Prabhupada books about the living Diksha Guru, and from Srila Prabhupada books, the conversation letters, etc., we also read what Prabhupada has written in his books, right? The first one was from the teachings of Lord Kapila, then one from Srimad Bhagavatam, which made it the highest authority, the current link Srila Prabhupada is talking about, right? The mercy comes down in parampara. It has to always remain. The parampara has to remain. And then we read through the lectures, and then through the room conversations, and of course through the letters as well. So we have discussed all levels of authorities. Now, if you study, if you see, some more notes I had made during that time. We can't jump over superior guru. Can't jump over to the superior guru. One has to follow the immediate superior, and the teachings of the previous acharyas, Goswami, has to be understood in the light of Prabhupada's teachings. Because if we do not read, that's why it is said, Srila Prabhupada always would say that first read my books, my purports. And then when we are sufficiently aligned, then we read the books of the previous acharyas. So one time I remember one devotee approached his guru and he said, Srila Gurudev, I want to read the books written by other Vaishnavas. And his guru said, yes, you can read them, but it should be read just like you take achar when you're eating your prasad. And he was like, what do you mean? He said 80-20. Said 80% you should read Srila Prabhupada books. That is your bread and butter, as they say, or sabji dal, what is that? Staple diet. And then the extra thing, the chutney, etc., is like 20%. That should not be consumed more. So first we should align ourselves with the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada's instructions are the first priority, right? And then when we have developed that level of understanding through Srila Prabhupada books, and if we read something else also, written by previous acharyas or the contemporary devotees or the spiritual masters after Srila Prabhupada, we will not be confused. That confusion will not happen. This is very important. This is the etiquette. Immediate reference point for all of us should be Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Yeah. So, at the same time, we should know that when the teachings are not presented as it is, the parampara can be lost. So that's why the connection to Srila Prabhupada has to be maintained. And when each one of us are aligned rightly with Srila Prabhupada, then we can pass on the teachings in the parampara also properly. There won't be any khichdi in that, right? So Shiksha keeps parampara perpetual. Okay. So this is something very important. Now in the handbook, okay. So of course there are a few things that I say on the PPT first, and then we'll go to the handbook. I hope all of you are referring to the handbook when we are discussing. So see the PPT. So here in this PPT, you can see a beautiful arrow going from one place to another. This is basically one guru or two gurus having multiple Shiksha gurus. Okay. So at the bottom, you see two personalities. These are like two different Diksha gurus. They have disciples. They have further disciples. Or they could be a main guru having two, representatives who are acting as in the role of Shiksha guru. They have, their further representatives who take guidance from the seniors. And that's how the inspiration flows on. Now, inspiration can be from one to many also. And that's how this system goes on. Right? So one Diksha Guru, which is at the bottom on the right side, can act as inspiration to somebody else's disciple who has taken Diksha from somebody else. So the first one can act as an inspiration to second. So this is the Shiksha Guru, arrows, or the inspiration arrows, which is shown over here. Here, what you see is, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or the Panchatattva at the top. Below them is the 6 Goswamis, and around them are the disciplic succession. So we all are receiving inspiration and teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's what this particular chart is showing. Okay. Again, in Science of Self-Realization, Srila Prabhupada's book, there is a note. The Guru is one. The Guru is one because he comes in disciplic succession. What Vyasadeva and Krishna taught 500 years ago is also being taught now. There is no difference between the two instructions. Although hundreds and thousands of acharyas have come and gone, the message is one. For the real Guru does not speak differently from his predecessors. We discuss this. So now begins the discussion. Why do we have to accept a living Diksha Guru? We just did that discussion. What are the benefits of accepting living Diksha Guru? We had a discussion. Write comments. I hope all of you have written in your handbooks or at least in your notebooks. And now, initiation by a bona fide spiritual master. This is what Srila Prabhupada says. The connection with the spiritual master is called initiation. From the date of initiation by the spiritual master, the connection between Krishna and a person cultivating Krishna consciousness is established. We cannot jump over to Krishna. Krishna says that first of all, you become devotee of my devotee. Gopi bhartuhu padakamalayor das dasanu dasaha. Dasa dasa dasanu dasa. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. So, some more very important discussion as we move ahead. I will stop sharing my PPT, and I request all of you to refer to your handbooks while I discuss from my handbook. So, in the recent past, in the history, we see something called as posthumous Ritvik theory. That is, being around, and we need to understand what this Ritvik philosophy is. So, posthumous Ritvik theory. Why it is called as the word posthumous? Posthumous means this word, if all of you have read Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, you will see Prabhupada also uses this word posthumous. Anybody knows what is the meaning of the word posthumous, or in which connection this word is used? Would you like to share? Nobody? Okay. Posthumous, the meaning is basically when the father is not there and the child is born, that is called as a posthumous child. And this word is used by Srila Prabhupada in the Srimad Bhagavatam in connection with Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was the posthumous child of his father. Who was the father of Parikshit Maharaj? Abhimanyu. But when Parikshit Maharaj was born, Abhimanyu was not there. He had already died in the battlefield of Mahabharata. So that's why he's called as a posthumous child. So here the word used is posthumous Ritvik theory. Posthumous means it was not in the presence of Srila Prabhupada that this theory or this particular system had started. This system started after the departure of Srila Prabhupada. Now, the question is, why did this philosophy start in the first place? Or what is the meaning of this Ritvik theory? Ritvik theory means basically proxy initiation. Ritvik initiation. What is the meaning of proxy initiation? Proxy initiation means just like in Yajna, if you have seen Yajnas, there are 4 people who sit in the Yajna. The Hota, Udgata, then one of them is Ritvik. Now, who is Ritvik? Basically, Ritvik is the person who performs Yajna on behalf of the Yajman. So, if Yajman is absent, then the Ritvik does all the processes on behalf of the Yajman. Hota is the main priest. Udgata is the one who recites all the prayers. And the 4th one is Brahma. Brahma is one who is the observer, who is the overseer of the entire Yajna. Now, when the Guru is not there, just like, in the Yajna, the Ritvik, what he does is, on behalf of the Yajman, he does Yajna. Similarly, when Guru is not there, you accept somebody else as the representative, or rather, somebody else to be the Guru of yours. So, why this kind of philosophy came into ISKCON? Number one, the reason is because any organization undergoes lots of ups and downs. And most of the times, there was a study done by one scholar, I guess it was Thomas Hopkins. He had done this particular study. And in his study, he explains that most of the organizations around the world, spiritual organizations, after their leader, or in our case, the Acharya, passes away from their midst, amongst them, there is a turmoil in that organization. And he says that very rarely any organization will even survive. What to speak of its expansion? So we see that after Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, Srila Prabhupada, he established the GBC system. He appointed 11 GBCs. And after that, one more GBC was added, the 12th GBC. Srila Prabhupada, when he disappeared, ISKCON was only 12 years old. How long ISKCON is supposed to last? 10,000 years. 10,000 years ka, time span is there. And ISKCON is only 12 years old. Now, within 12 years old, if you compare 100-year person, a person who lives for 100 years, and in the first 2-3 years, you can accept that the child is still an infant. That's what is the word. So in 10,000 years span, 12 years is not even an infant, few months only or few days only. So ISKCON in that ratio is just a few days old. Now, how old is the senior most disciple of Srila Prabhupada? Maximum 12 years. Now, I don't know, few of you must be practicing Krishna consciousness more than 12 years, right? So 12 years old is too young. And here, 12-year-old disciples of Srila Prabhupada have taken the responsibility of becoming a spiritual master or becoming the leader practically for the entire ISKCON. Such a heavy responsibility. Now, such a young age in spirituality also and in age also, and such a huge responsibility, they could not handle. So, the history says, out of these 12 GVCs, 7 of them suffered serious fall down. And because of their fall down, now what fall down means, I would like to share with all of you. What is the meaning of a fall down? Basically, of course, we'll discuss as we go ahead. Fall down is also going to come in the future. But basically, simple words, fall down means one who is not able to practice the regulative principles. In simple words. Or somebody who is, deviating from the teachings given by Srila Prabhupada. I'm not able to find it, but whenever I find, I'll share that. Oh, I found. What is a fall down? Basically, somebody who has broken the regulative principles, not chanting 16 rounds, or committing the 10 offenses, which we everyday chant when we are going to begin our 16 rounds. Another meaning of fall down is somebody who gave up the association of devotees. Next reason is he's committing offenses against the devotees or against the spiritual master. Fifth reason is philosophical deviation. That means they're speculating. So we have to be very careful. We should not deviate, we should not speculate. Somebody is lying, cheating, wanting to have money of, the temple, or a woman hunter, or, mistreating devotees. So these are the examples of fall down. What could be a fall down? And this is what happened with these, disciples of Srila Prabhupada. 7 of them. Can you imagine? A big number. But when they went through this serious fall down, some of them, their old habits got revived, because we all know that they all came from, some backgrounds which are, like hippie kind of background. So their old habits, sensualism, misappropriation of money, etc., something like that happened. Now, they had no one to approach because Srila Prabhupada was not there amongst them. And because they had no one to approach and taking such big responsibilities of other spiritual life, it was too much at that age, at that time. And at the same time, another thing that had happened during those days was Guru glorification. Now, what is Guru glorification? Because Srila Prabhupada, being the spiritual master, accepted Guru Puja from his disciples. And the Guru Puja is supposed to be offered to the spiritual master. But now, who is the Guru? The next parampara has started, the next lineage has started now. So, at quite an early age, the Guru glorification became prominent. To the extent in some places, more than even Prabhupada's glorification. So many problems in ISKCON during those days. Child abuse, insensitivity in dealings. Some leaders also had ulterior motives. And as pure, exemplary, capable person like Srila Prabhupada was not there amongst them, this was a big challenge during those days. And it was at that time the followership, in the ISKCON developed distrust in the leadership. Now, it was at that time where some groups of people, they started, doubting this guru or initiation system. And it was at that time this new system of Ritvik was proposed by some of them who were having some challenges or problems. Because only 12 years old, it's not that they have become pure devotees. They still have a lot of envy inside their heart. Now you can understand what's happening in the ISKCON world. There are thousands of disciples of Prabhupada. Many of them are very, very senior and very serious practitioners. And during those days, there was a system that was invented, which is not there anymore, was zonal acharya system. Zonal acharya system is in this zone of ISKCON, you are the acharya. So they divided the entire ISKCON world into 12 zones because 12 acharyas, 12 disciples, GBCs. So they became the 12 zonal acharyas. One or two more got added, but these 12 were like, and now what happens? In this zone, this acharya or this particular disciple is prominent. Now, apart from these 12, there are hundreds more who are very, very serious practitioners, and when they would go to these people's areas, they will see that, oh my God, brother, he to mere saath hi pala bada hai, and he is being, given so much respect. So, in some cases, they saw that these personalities are given undue respect, sometimes more respect than even Srila Prabhupada. Some of them who still had conditionings started feeling envious. It's too much, and that's how the whole system was, under question. What is happening? And this Ritvik system came into limelight during those days. Now, there are some advantages of Ritvik system. Let me bring it front to all of you. Let's put on the table. Advantages, Srila Prabhupada is in the center. And there is no fight over your guru, my guru. There is no system like that. Because everyone has Srila Prabhupada in the center. And another advantage is, even if the guru falls down, which happened, 7 of them met serious fall down, met in the sense accident, but 7 of them went through a serious fall down. So there is no question that guru will fall down, or even if guru falls down, still there is no problem because Srila Prabhupada is intact. Srila Prabhupada ko kuch nahi ho raha. And third advantage is, I will get to do what I like. Because there is no Guru Karana Dharam, na? I can do what I like, the way I want to practice. So, we saw, the history saw that, there are certain advantages in Ritvik system. And there are certain, fallacies that are going on in the current system that we have established, which is zonal acharya system. And this was the time where there was a serious need to reorient the entire system. One reason to conduct this IDC, the ISKCON Disciples Course, is this: that if Guru falls down, then what happens to the disciples' spiritual life? Is he connected to ISKCON? Is he connected to the Guru Shishya Parampara? Or he has lost his connection and gone away? Because Guru gone away, na? Everything fell. So we have to understand, ISKCON is not a problem. there could be problem in ISKCON. Does that make sense? So, for example, in a company, somebody did thievery, कुछ तो robbery हो गया, and everyone is blaming the company. और इस कंपनी के अंदर चोरी होता है, इस कंपनी के अंदर चोरी होता है, या फिर they are blaming the master, the leader of the company, the owner of the company. The company is run by so many people. Everybody has some conditionings. So the company is neither bad and neither the leadership is bad. इधर गड़बड़ हो गया because of the conditioning, there was some गड़बड़. वो conditioning को वहां से हटाओ and the company is still good to go, good to run. Similarly, in ISKCON also, people observe that. You know, so there were some problems. Some people started saying ISKCON is a problem, but no, ISKCON was not a problem. People in ISKCON is a problem because Srila Prabhupada established ISKCON, right? And Srila Prabhupada would always tell, there are letters of Srila Prabhupada where Prabhupada wrote to the devotees in conversation. Prabhupada spoke, never leave ISKCON, whatever happens. So we hear of that beautiful example. I'm sure some of you must have heard it. If there is a cataract in the eye, there are 3 ways of dealing with that cataract. The best solution is treat the cataract. Go to the doctor, he will do some treatment and he will treat the cataract, solve the problem. Second solution is pluck out the eye. आँख ही निकाल दो. No more cataract because there is no eye only. Third solution is shoot the person. Shoot the person who has the cataract. You know, no more person, no more eye, no more cataract. So these 3 solutions of removing the cataract in the eye can be compared to 3 philosophies. Shooting the person because he has the cataract is the Mayavad philosophy or the Buddhist philosophy. At the end of life, everything is zero or everything is gone. You know, Mayavad, everything becomes one. You know, we lose. You know, you don't have identity, I don't have any identity, everything becomes one. Everything merges into one. That's shooting the person. That's not the solution. Second solution was plucking out the eye. आँख को ही निकाल दो, body रहेगा लेकिन आँख को निकाल दो. That is the Ritvik solution. You know, remove the ISKCON picture itself. परंपरा है ना, अपने प्रभुपाद है ना, बस हो गया. No, that is also not the solution. The eye has to remain. The top or the best solution is treat the cataract. There is a problem in the eye, use a solution so that the problem can be resolved. Similarly, this IDC course was started with that mentality. The problem was independent leadership. The problem was lack of sincerity in the practitioners. So remove the problem and let ISKCON serve. So simple. That's what Prabhupada wanted. So that is why in ISKCON we see that there are a lot of problems. But recently, you know, when His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he left our association, he wrote this will. I'm sure many of you must have read it or come across that will. And in that will, wow, such a beautiful personality. He writes so emphatically in the will, I instruct all my disciples never to leave ISKCON. Yeah. Because it is something like the cataract in the eye. Even if there is a problem, you know, as there was that famous statement by one of the US presidents. You know, he said, America is mine. If it is good, I shall maintain it. If it is bad, I will set it right. But it is mine. America is mine. I may be wrong in paraphrasing. But the same thing we have to remember for ISKCON. ISKCON is mine. If there is a problem, I will set it right. If there are some things good, I will carry it forward. That should be the mentality of somebody who is in the system or is in the organization. So that is why the posthumous Ritvik theory, we have to understand that it is a fallacious theory by which the spiritual master is allegedly, acting as Diksha Guru after his departure through the agency of Ritviks or officiating priests. One thing which I understood after I studied the entire Ritvik theory was, when we say that after Srila Prabhupada, there can be no more bona fide guru, goes to show that Srila Prabhupada was not qualified enough to make bona fide spiritual masters. Isn't it? He was not potent enough. And in that way, a person is committing aparad against Srila Prabhupada only. Srila Prabhupada did not create any pure devotees. He was not powerful enough. He could not create, or he could not let the Guru Parampara continue. I am the only one. After me, nobody else. So this becomes an aparad against Srila Prabhupada, isn't it? If you think consciously. So that's why I'm reading from the book itself, the points which are written on page number 16. Arguments refuting the posthumous Ritvik theory. The first point. Do you have the book in front of you? Would anybody like to read the points, and then we will discuss as we are going ahead, or we just continue reading? Anybody? Yes, Kedar Prabhu, please read the first point.
There is no example of one taking Diksha from one's Param Guru in any of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas.
Beautiful point. See, what is the statement here? That we don't see it any other Sampradaya. Ki person is taking initiation from one's Param Guru and not the Guru. So there is somebody available, isko chhod ke Param Guru. No, whoever is the current link. In any of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas, which are the bona fide 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas, we don't see anywhere like this happening. Please read the second point.
There is no Shastric evidence indicating that one may take Diksha from one's Param Guru.
Oh, this is another beautiful statement. No Shastric evidence. Right? In the scriptures, you don't see that somebody took initiation from his Param Guru. जो available था उससे नहीं, somebody from senior. Somebody else would like to read? Thank you, Kedar Prabhu. Anyone else has the book in front of them? The third point.
Yes, I can.
Yes, Prasanna.
Veerabhadra Goswami, the son of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, in the letter to Srinivas Acharya, orchestrated one Jayagopal from.
It is ostracized. Ostracized means he was thrown away, or put away from the association of the congregation. Ostracized one Jayagopal.
One Jayagopal from the Vaishnava society for claiming himself as the disciple of his Param Guru.
So this is a contrary example practically. Somebody who accepted Param Guru, Srila Nityananda Prabhu, Veerabhadra Goswami, disciple, the son of Lord Nityananda, he ostracized. He is, breaking the parampara system. Somebody who does that, he is to be ostracized literally. Yeah. Fourth point.
The argument that there is no qualified Diksha Gurus amongst the Prabhupada disciples indicates that Prabhupada's teachings have not proven effective. So what would be the use of becoming Prabhupada's Diksha disciple through the Ritvik priest anyway?
So this is called as a self-defeating logic. Right? What is the logic? He is telling, Prabhupada could not create Diksha Gurus. So what is the point in taking initiation Prabhupada then? Even Ritvik system is a failure. Because Prabhupada himself is unqualified, according to Ritviks. Prabhupada is disqualified. So that's a very problematic statement. Yeah. Anyone else would like to read the fifth point? Thank you, Mr. Gopal. Yes, Tapas.
Ritik theory implies that only exceptionally empowered Acharya can become Guru, which is not supported in Shastra or Vaishnava tradition.
This is a very important statement. Actually, we will see as we are going ahead. Prabhupada himself, he says in many, many places that even if you are not perfect, you can still become a guru. Was figuring out where is that, but it is written in one of the places. Yeah, it is coming. It is coming in the additional page. It will come. Prabhupada says that even if somebody is not perfect, he can still become a guru. How he can become a guru? The fact that he is strictly following his guru, he is qualified to become a guru. He may not be perfectly pure. Yes. 7th point.
Ritik theory implies that Acharya can act contrary to Shastra.
Yeah. That means you can go against the Shastra. So we know there are 3 systems: Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. If Guru or Sadhu, they are saying something, we go to the Shastra and verify it. There are times when you will see Krishna acts in contradictory ways. How do you take the explanation? You go to the Shastra. So when, Buddha came and he removed all the scriptures, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he again established the importance of the Shastra. Well, we need Shastra. But what is Ritviks are telling? They are telling whatever Shastra are telling, okay, no problem, we will establish a system contradictory to the Shastra. So that is a dangerous theory. Okay. Anyone else would like to read? I think it is 1, 2, 3, 7. 7th one. Yes. Vageshwari Pandit.
Hare Krishna. Ritvik theory functions by undermining the natural development of faith in living Vaishnavas, which is an essential aspect of bhakti.
So, natural development of faith in living Vaishnavas. We have a personality who is, a guru. I can develop faith in this living personality. Where is that system? Entire system has been made virtually. That Srila Prabhupada is one personality, you have to put faith in them, faith in that person. But a living Vaishnava, putting faith in him, takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of shraddha, lot of shelter, shranagati, and that itself is undermined, which is an essential aspect of bhakti. Yes, last point.
A Ritvik Guru gives advice, however, he does not formally accept the responsibility of delivering the disciple as a bona fide Diksha Guru does.
So Ritvik Guru is also there, na? But what he does, he says the responsibility is with Srila Prabhupada. सबने उन्होंने सबका ठेका लेके रखा, as they say. Jesus will accept all your sins. Right? That's what they say. You keep committing sins and he will accept all. Prabhupada would be very heavy. Sometimes when you would be having conversations with the Christians, and you will see that in Science of Self-Realization and many books, Srila Prabhupada would become very heavy. Why you are committing sins and giving all the sins to Jesus? Has he taken the responsibility of accepting all your sinful activities? So no responsibility of such Ritvik gurus. There is no accountability by the disciple also. And that's why you will see this Ritvik system as because there is no accountability. Anybody can do whatever he likes. So that's why anybody can do whatever he likes. The system has generated a lot of popularity. कोई भी कुछ भी कर सकता है ना. So lot of popularity nowadays. So many people are starting their own organization under the name of Ritvik banner. If a little bit scratching you will do under the surface of spiritual organizations, you will find that. So accepting Srila Prabhupada as Diksha Guru, or all disciples of Prabhupada are not capable of becoming Guru, do not follow GBC rules. This is what is happening these days in the Ritvik system. So, yeah, this Ritvik system, what has been established, we can clearly see that there are a lot of fallacies All that needs to be done is set the system right. And they also say, I remember this was, I heard in one of the classes, in 2008, they established a sannyas ministry because they were seeing so many fall downs happening. So they established a ministry in ISKCON called as sannyas ministry. And you know what did this sannyas ministry, when it established, they were very scrutinizingly offering sannyas to anybody. Before this ministry was established, see, that's what we are trying to discuss, that improvements are happening. A child is growing from infant stage and, it is picking up, becoming more and more stable. There are systems and things that are created. So before the sannyas ministry, many dozens of sannyasis fell down. But since sannyas ministry is established since 2008, hardly, not even a handful. So yes, the systems are becoming stronger. And Srila Prabhupada, that's why he said that don't leave ISKCON. You just remain in ISKCON. There will be lots of ups and downs, but Prabhupada said, cooperate. That cooperation is what is a big challenge for many. So there are not many, continuing the discussion ahead. Yeah. So that's where we conclude the chapter. Okay. Before we move ahead, anybody has any questions?
I had one question.
Yes, Prasanna Kumar, please.
Guruji, these Ritvik devotees, I had seen a couple of them, and they exactly look like that ISKCON devotees. Even their speech and their way of, exactly look the tilak and the dress and everything.
Yes,
so,
yes.
And they are chanting also. They are reading Bhagavatam also. Maybe till 10th canto they might be reading. So, but the question or the doubt arises that why chanting is not transforming their heart, or the till 10th canto Prabhupada's purports, maybe like whatever they're reading, that is why they are not getting transformed by reading that. Or that confusion is so strong, or that misunderstanding is so strong that transformation is not happening, or that effect is not coming.
Yeah.
Question you can answer, or later you can just add on that. What is the current status of this team?
Okay. So the first question was, why heart transformation why heart transformation is not happening? Of course, because they are committing aparadha. They are committing aparadhas not only towards Srila Prabhupada, but also towards the scriptures, and also towards the initiating gurus in ISKCON. They will send out magazines blaspheming the gurus of ISKCON. Now, can you imagine? They will take out some past from that particular devotee's life and say that, oh, this particular devotee did something like this, and you accept him as guru. Prabhupada said in one conversation, I remember this beautiful incident when one particular disciple, this comes in the 4th volume of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit, in the chapter entitled Threat Against ISKCON. In that chapter, this particular incident comes, which I am narrating. One particular disciple, he was sitting next to Prabhupada, and seems there was some poison in his head. He was carrying that poison. And what was that poison? The poison was somebody had come to India, one of Prabhupada's disciples, and he had met Srila Prabhupada's god brothers. Now, after meeting Srila Prabhupada's god brothers, some of them who were having envious tendencies, they said, oh, your guru, Srila Prabhupada, you call him Bhaktivedanta Swami? Oh, he was a Grahastha before. Oh, he is not that scholar. He is not Sanskrit scholar. Look at all of us. We have studied Sanskrit and everything. Oh, he was a businessman, and he's using the same techniques to make all of you devotees. And like this, they had heard so many blasphemies. And when this guy, this disciple, who was sitting in front of Prabhupada, when he was writing some form, Prabhupada was applying for a visa of some country, and a visa, or he wanted to go to some other country. And when he was filling the form, this devotee is asking Prabhupada, so Prabhupada, what should I write your name? So Prabhupada said, write A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Tridandi A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Tridandi Goswami, like that he wrote. Then he said, Prabhupada, your father's name? So Prabhupada said, Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then he asked Prabhupada, place of residence. Prabhupada said, Vrindavan, Radha Damodar temple. And then he asked, some things, Prabhupada's answers were very beautiful. And at one place, he asked, Srila Prabhupada, your criminal records. And Prabhupada became wild. He said, this rascal, he doesn't even have his intelligence in place. What question he should ask to his Guru? And Prabhupada understood it is all because of the poisoning that has started in India. So one or two senior disciples had later gone to India, and they associated with this particular disciple who was there in India, and they brought that poison back. And this threat against ISKCON, that chapter is very beautiful. There are a lot of learnings you can derive from that chapter. So somebody is committing aparadhas like this, taking out the history of a guru. Srila Prabhupada made a statement during that particular conversation that, Narad Muni is Narad Muni. He is a pure devotee. Now, after Narad Muni becomes Narad Muni, how does it matter that he was a Dasiputra in his last life? Does that matter? No. And Prabhupada would give an example. You may be a millionaire by becoming an heir to somebody. Your father was a billionaire or a millionaire, and you become a millionaire, or you earn that much money in this life and become a millionaire. But after you become a millionaire, does it matter how did you become a millionaire? Simple logic. Prabhupada gave. Prabhupada said, in the same way, if somebody has become pure devotee, does it matter what he was in the past? That famous proverb you must have heard, every sinner has a future and every saint has a past. So every saint will have a past because we have been there in this material world. But those who have been sinful will only become saints. Na? You don't drop down from the spiritual world as saints and live in this world as saints for millions of lifetimes and then go back to Godhead. So that's not the way, isn't it? So this basic logic is forgotten, and that's why these people will commit aparadhas, and that's why the system that they will follow will also not have effect because the connection is lost. So yes, that is the answer to the first question. In spite of reading so much, in spite of chanting the holy name, they will keep committing aparadhas till the time they don't give up that committing aparadha tendency. They will not be able to write them. So that's why there are so many devotees who have been in Ritvik and they saw, oh, this is a complete gadwad, this is a goof up. They have understood their mistake and have taken the right path. What is their current situation? I remember this example which I had heard during my IDC days. Duryodhan was a very, sin personified, practically you can call Duryodhan as. But he also had Hastinapur. Hastinapur ke Raja the bhai. Itna paisa tha, dhan daulat thi. So it does not matter whether if you have a position, a kingdom, a lot of wealth, etc. That does not define your spiritual status or your dharmic status. So how does it matter? Even if you have a lot of money and a lot of organization, a lot of potential power to influence, the basic foundation itself is flawed. So that has to be corrected first. So I don't know the current status because I don't delve into that subject matter too much. It's unnecessarily compromising my personal services and, entering into a Prajalpa zone. So I keep this.
Yeah, understood. Thank you, Roji, for this. Like there is as you say, as we see that there is a very small difference. Even if we don't see it in details, we don't understand that is different thing. But for new person or even ISKCON devotees also, it becomes very difficult if he doesn't know about Ritvik principle or the devotees or the specific temple, because everything looks the same. So, like how to get protected, or after knowing we get corrected, or is there any suggestions for that?
No, see, if we understand that, oh, this is Ritvik, we can keep distance. That's the immediate step we should take. We should keep distance, knowing that I am associating with somebody who is committing a crime. That tendency will come in me also. Let me keep distance. Hare Krishna, what is happening? What is playing with the screen? Okay.
Yes, thank you. Can continue.
Yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, President. Wonderful question. Yes, Kedar Prabhu, you have a question?
Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you for raising that. Prabhuji, I have one question that now currently we have Diksha Guru as Srila Prabhupada disciples, but when they go back home, back to Godhead, so who will take over? Like, who will
very nice
become
question.
Diksha Guru?
Yes. So the Parampara system will continue.
Okay.
Already the Parampara system has started. Like in Africa and in America, there are some places where Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj was acting as a guru. So his disciple, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Damodar Swami Maharaj, is acting as the guru. So the next generation has taken up the responsibility of carrying forward the mission of Srila Prabhupada. We see that in so many disciples, Srila Prabhupada disciples who are acting, like Bhakti Charu Maharaj. The legacy is now continued by Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj. Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, the legacy is continued by His Holiness Haladhar Swami Maharaj. So like that, the disciplic succession is continuing.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. And one question that, like, does Diksha Guru has to be a sannyasi or he can be a grihastha also?
Oh, in ISKCON, even today, there are so many Prabhupada disciples who are grihasthas and Diksha Gurus as well. So we have some examples like His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, His Grace Vaiyasaki Prabhu, His Grace Sankarshan Das Adhikari Prabhu, like that. His Grace Burijan Prabhu. These are grihasthas. And His Grace Kratu Prabhu. These are examples of grihastha devotees who are acting as spiritual masters, initiating spiritual masters, Diksha. So it is irrelevant to your ashram, whether you're a brahmachari or a grihastha or a vanapastha or a sannyasi. It is basically your spiritual situation, spiritual status.
Thank you.
So that's why there is a guru appointing body.
Okay.
Who will be the next guru? So that is a joint decision taken by very, very wise and senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada. And that is also, there are a lot of parameters under that, who can be nominated to become a guru and who can be appointed as guru. So yes, you can also become a guru, provided you strictly follow the principles given by Srila Prabhupada and show your loyalty.
Thank you.
Anyone else? I think Vaibhavi Mataji had raised hand.
Yes, Prabhuji, my doubt is clarified.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
So shall we conclude the class today? For today, if nobody has any further questions. Okay, thank you very much for your kind participation, and I request all of you, whenever you find time, Please go through the appendix section at the end of this particular book, the handbook which has been offered to all of you, page number 63 in the book that I have. Additional quotes. Prabhupada speaks a lot of things in the appendix 1 in connection with this particular chapter that we are reading. And next time when we meet, we will begin from lesson number 3. So this first unit is very important, where a lot of important principles will be discussed. That's why we are delving on it a little longer. We are going slow. Eventually, as we are moving forward, we will go little fast, where the systems are simply self-explanatory. The concepts are simply self-explanatory. Okay. Thank you very much. Acha, somebody raised hand. Question? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Yeah.
I have one question that in today's class we read from Hari Bhakti Vilas that unless one is initiated by bona fide spiritual master, all his devotional activities are useless. So, for example, a devotee is practicing from many years, and so will that devotional service go away?
If one wants to, if one is looking forward for initiation, wonderful, go on. But if one is not accepting only Adiksha Guru, then everything becomes useless, na? Because he did not connect himself to the link, that hook, who will pick you out of the well? That link is itself missing, na? So that's why it's important.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kedar. Yes, Shivani Mataji, question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you define the Ritvik philosophy meaning in exact meaning?
Define. I gave the example, na? That Ritvik means proxy initiation. Proxy means when the original IP address is not there in the computer language, if somebody knows, when the IP address is not there, then you have proxy IP. So like that, so somebody else acts as the guru who is not supposed to be. In the presence of Yajman, the Ritvik becomes the person who does the yajna on your behalf. Like that. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all devotees for attentively participating and nice participation. I request Tapas Prabhu to share. I hope all of you have clicked the screenshots and taken note of the participation by the devotees. I would request you to mark the participation from, between grading from 1 to 5. 5 is the maximum participation. 1 is very less participation. So between 1 to 5, you can please mark accordingly. I request all the devotees to please be participant. The first lecture or the first day, we might give you some discount, but the second day onwards, I think we are meeting right next Saturday straight, right? After this, next Saturday when we meet, let's come with all enthusiasm. Discuss from chapter number 3 onwards, lesson number 3 onwards. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Thank you all very much. Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.